Hello, brothers and sisters. Remember when I had left my last video, which you guys did not receive? I had tried uploading it, but I'm hoping that it will get uploaded this time. The last video I tried to make for you guys was a video about how a huge invasion was set in place to invade Israel from the north and the east. If you go online and type in the words huge invasion right now set in place to invade Israel from the north and the east and how it's set in place right now, and go to chapter 38 and 39 where it talks about the Gog, the invasion from the north. It says here in the Holy Scriptures, and this is after you look it up online and you go into the Holy Scriptures to Ezekiel 38. The word of the Lord came to me, the Son and man, set your face against Gog of the land of Magog, the chief prince of Messiah, and the Tobah prophecy against him, and say, this is what the servant your Lord says. I am against you, O Gog, chief prince of Messiah, and Tobah. I will turn you around, put hooks in your jaws, and bring you out with your whole army, your horses, your horsemen fully armed, and a great horde with large and small shields, all of them brandishing their swords. Persia, Cush, and Put will be with them, all with shields and helmets. Also Gomer with all its troops, and Beth Togarmah. From the far north will all its troops, and the many nations with you. Get ready, be prepared, you and all the hordes gathered about you, and take command of them. After many days you will be called to arms in future years. Now this is already coming to present. It's already set in place. If you look online about the future war right now that's set in place to invade Israel and to blow up the temple, and how they're going to invade from the north and the east, and then all of a sudden there's going to be 40 million Russians, maybe more, maybe less, that will be struck by lightning from God, and God will kill 40 million enemies. Then right then and there it talks about they had been brought out from the nations, and now all of them live in safety. You and all your troops and the many nations with you will go up, advancing like a storm. You will be like a cloud covering the land, advancing like a storm. The great storm that you guys are hearing about right now, when everybody's saying there will be a great storm that's about to hit Israel, that's about to take place, and how there's going to be a big, huge invasion from the north and the east, that's the great storm. Russia, China, Iran, Iraq. And see, we're not going to be involved. We don't want nothing to do with it, supposedly. You see, why we're focusing on that invasion taking place from the Holy Scriptures, the Antichrist is going to be focusing in the United States out here. Now, we don't know who the Antichrist is yet. The only way you would know who the Antichrist is he will say, there is no God. He will say, I am the only one. He will ban religion. He will have Christians put to death, prosecuted, killed. That's when you know that is the Antichrist. This is what the servant of the Lord says, on that day thoughts will come into your mind, and you will devise the evil scheme. You will say, I will invade a land of unwalled villages. I will attack a peaceful and suspecting people, all of them living without walls and without gates and bars. I will plunder and loot and turn my hand against the resettled ruins and the people gathered from the nations, rich and livestock and goods living at the center of the land. Sheba and Dedan and the merchants of the Cherish and all her villages will say to you, have you come to plunder? Have you gathered your hordes to loot, to carry off silver and gold, to take away livestock and goods, and to seize much plunder? Therefore, Son of Man, prophesy and say to Gog, this is what the sovereign Lord says in that day, when my people of Israel are living in the safety, will you not take notice of it? You will come from your place in a far north, and in the many nations with you, all of them riding on horses, a great hordes, a mighty army. Now, riding on horses, how he's trying to explain, there's going to be a lot of jets flying in the skies in Israel. There's going to be a bunch of tanks. You know, the way they're prophesying it is there's going to be a big, huge, giant invasion from the north and the east. There's going to be tanks rolling in. There's going to be jets flying in. There's going to be hundreds of thousands of Israelites dying, trying to fight for Israel, trying to defend the holy grounds. And we already know in the Bible it says you can come and try to fight Israel. You can try to come against Israel, but you will not overtake Israel. You will not beat Israel. Yes, you may defeat a lot of my people. It'll come to a point when he's going to come down, bam, 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 and get a lot of them. And he's going to take out a lot of them. That's what God's going to do. God's going to defend his people. God's going to protect his people, especially us. Now, I will admit, and I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be truthful regardless if you want to believe it or not. Truth be told, a lot of people will be left behind. A lot of families, a lot of teenagers, a lot of kids will be left behind. Because a lot of them are going to accept the microchip. A lot of them are going to accept the mark of the beast. Now, a lot of people think, oh, the Bible's fake, oh, the Bible's not real. Well, hey, I'm not trying to blindside you or, I'm not trying to be truthful, but I'm going to be truthful anyways. Who made humans? Who made animals? Who made water? Who made darkness? Who made sun? Who made oxygen? You think humans can make all that? Come on now. People can't make people. People can't make animals. And all of a sudden you just cut them up and you can eat them. Come on now. There ain't no way at all that humans could do that. Period. I don't care what you think or what you say. People can't make people, or people can't make animals. Animals can't make people. Animals can't make animals. You know what I'm saying? Get real, guys. I mean, it talks about, the land so that the nations may know me when I show myself holy through you before their eyes. This is the sovereign Lord says, are you not the one I spoke of in former days? By my servants, the prophets of Israel at that time, they prophesied for years that I would bring you against them. He's trying to show all the signs. He's trying to tell you guys, hey, I'm real. He's showing all the signs right now. I mean, come on now. Hundreds of thousands of birds falling from the sky dead. No signs of why it's happening. What's wrong with them? They can't find any signs. All of a sudden, hundreds of thousands of animals washing up from the sea, from the oceans dead. Hundreds of thousands of, horses and all sorts of creatures dying. Various places, deserts are getting snow. Siberia's getting snow. Saudi Arabia's getting snow. One side snowy, one side's rainy, one side has tornadoes, one side has volcanoes, one side has tsunamis, one side has earthquakes. I mean, get real, guys. It says it right here in the Bible. It literally talks about everything in the Bible. You guys are not paying attention. I wish you guys would really wake up. You know, this morning, you know, as I'm watching this show called Left Behind, and I've seen it a couple times, but it opens up my eyes more and more every day. You know, and I literally somewhat bawled my eyes out a little bit because I'm scared for a lot of you guys. That a lot of you guys will be left behind, including my beautiful wife, including other loved ones. And all you guys are going to relate to is, oh, what happened to my family? Or, you know, it had to be a radiation attack or a nuclear bomb attack or something that some other country did, so we're going to go to war with them, or we need to figure out what happened. Guys, when this takes place and people are left behind, you notice that your loved ones are, boom, vanishing right in the twinkling of your eye. Go to the Bible. It says it right here in the Bible. It really does. But I'm going to get on with what I'm trying to read so you guys have more of an understanding of what's about to take place. The land of Israel to fish out to sea, the birds of the air, the beasts of the field, every creature that moves along the ground, and all the people on the face of the earth will tremble at my presence. The mountains will be overturned, the cliffs will crumble, every wall will fall to the ground. I will summon and sword against Gog, all of my mountains, declares the servant of the Lord. Every man's sword will be against his brother. I will execute judgment upon him with plagues and bloodshed. I will pour down torrents of rain, hailstones, and burning sulfur on him and on his troops, and on the many nations will him. And so I will show my greatness and my holiness, and I will make myself known in the sight of many nations. Then they will know that I am the Lord. Right here, 39, which I was going to get to. Son of man, prophecy against Gog, and say, this is what the servant of the Lord says, I am against you, O Gog, chief prince of Messiah. And, or I don't really know how to say it, but to give you a definition of what I'm trying to say, it's M-E-S-H-E-C-H. That's the word I'm trying to say. I have a hard time trying to read words, so you're going to have to try to bear with me. And Tabal, I will turn you around and drag you along. I will bring you from the far north and send you against the mountains of Israel. Then I will strike your bowl with your left hand and make your arrows drop from your right hand on the mountains of Israel. You will fall, you and all your troops and the nations with you. I will give you as food to all kinds of carrion birds and to the wild animals. You will fall in the open field, for I have spoken, declares the servant of the Lord. I will send fire on Magog. And yes, Magog, M-A-G-O-G. It's taking place, brothers and sisters. It really is. Just look it up. All you gotta do is big, huge empires set in place to invade Israel. Go online and look it up. It'll tell you it's set in place. Research it. Do your homework. And then once you research it, do your homework, go to Ezekiel 38, read all 38. Go to Ezekiel 39, read all 39. And then from right then and there, you could read chapter 40 and in chapter 41. It'll tell you more of what's going to happen, what's going to take place after that. You know, it talks about the mark of the beast. It talks about the microchip. You know, this guy, I guess, back in 2012 had made a video saying the microchip is not the mark of the beast. Well, for all those who believe in that and believed him, don't. I urge you, because God even says, those who receive the mark of the beast are the mark, which is 666. No matter how many times you ask for forgiveness after that, you're not going to go to heaven. You won't, period. And to the moms out there on the news that I've been seeing all over the news in the past few days talking about, oh, I'll be scared if I lose my children. I'm going to get that microchip in my children. So that way we can keep track of them. Oh, I think it'll help. I just want to let you guys know that if you do that to your children, you're putting a death wish on them. And I'm not trying to act like no terrorist or anything. I'm just speaking the truth. You guys did not do your research. You guys do not read about it. You guys did not do your homework. Did you know that microchip has a poison serum in it? Did you also know that if you do not obey the laws or do this or do that, all they had to do is just push a button and then it turns off. You're erased. You're, bam, gone. You're dead. Once that injection serum is in your body, there you go. See you later. Oscar the Vista. That's what the microchip's going to do, guys. It's the mark of the beast. It's the devil. But you guys don't want to listen. You know, a lot of us are trying to tell you the truth and you don't want to listen. So I pray for every one of you individuals that you wake up and seek the truth. Pay attention.